Carolyn Sundquist, a fifth-generation Duluthian, has been a steadfast preservation advocate for 30 years. According to Carolyn, at that time she didn't know a shippo from a hippo, but she quickly learned preservation lingo and how to enlist support from state officials and others. The streets in Carolyn's Chester Creek neighborhood were paved in 1909 with granitoid, a precursor to modern concrete that was the first pavement designed for automobiles, but still able to accommodate horses pulling buggies. In 2000, when the city announced plans to pave over the granitoid streets, Carolyn led a campaign to preserve the original pavement and make repairs using new concrete made to resemble the old granitoid. There was a bit of controversy, Carolyn remarked, about repairing the oldest concrete pavement in Minnesota, but Carolyn pushed to keep the natural traffic calming intact. For her efforts, the Minnesota Department of Transportation and the Concrete Paving Association recognized Carolyn with a Merit Award. Carolyn represented Minnesota as an advisor to the National Trust for Historic Preservation for 9 years in the early 2000s. During this period, she helped Duluth to be selected for the National Trust's Preservation Development Initiative, which led to listing Duluth's Commercial Historic District in the National Register of Historic Places. In 2009, when St. Louis County proposed tearing down Duluth's vacant 93-cell historic jail, the Duluth Heritage Preservation Commission, with Carolyn as chair, pushed back against demolition. A decade later, the state's 20% historic tax credit, which Carolyn helped lobby for, was used to rehabilitate the jail for rental housing. In 2015, Carolyn was the first ever recipient of the Preservation Alliance of Minnesota's Executive Directors Award for her long-standing dedication and support of historic preservation. Duluth's historic 1915 armory was acquired by the city in the 1960s, using it to park heavy equipment and piles of salt. Deferred maintenance resulted in a demolition order, causing Carolyn and fellow preservationists to convince City Hall to relinquish the building. The Armory Arts and Music Center, of which Carolyn was a founding member and is currently the president of the board of directors, was then created and took ownership of the building. After 2 decades, the Armory is being rehabbed as a community space for economic and entrepreneurial development, arts, and culture. The National Alliance of Preservation Commissions is honored to present the G. Bernard Callen Jr. Award for Outstanding Volunteer to Carolyn Sundquist.